one of my favorite messages that you share on social is just the simple concept of addition rather than subtraction.
Yeah.
And I remember when I first came across your content, that's what really stood out to me, where it's like a lot of people struggle with nutrition and how to clean up their diet and what they should be focused on. And there's so much fear mongering out there that people are looking at what they should remove or reduce and eliminate.
Right.
But if we shift the focus and the thought process into what can I add, you will naturally eliminate things because you're adding the right things too. Like you can't just add, I can't add broccoli, seeds, nuts, kale, vegetables, fruits, all of these things on top of what I'm already eating if some of those things were bad, because I'd be overly full and uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. So one of my favorite ways to get, and kind of like you said, it probably sounds intimidating, 30 different sources of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, all of these things a week. One of my favorite things to do, like tonight's dinner is a good example. We make these just like big nutrition bowls. Mm-hmm. It's just the only way we can describe them. And we'll do like a base of quinoa, and then we'll have a protein in there. And then I'll add pumpkin seeds, avocado, bean sprouts, diced up tomatoes, some kale, pickled onions, peppers. Like I'll just load it.
Sure.
And then I'll do like an olive oil, lemon juice on top. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's knowing that I just got so much nutritional value out of this meal.
Yeah.
And I probably knocked out 10 to 12 of these 30 sources that I need for the week.
That's right. Yeah. And the key there is that you just thought about it, right? Because when you thought about it and you're like, okay, this opens up the opportunity for me to crack open my pantry, see what seeds and nuts are in there, crack open my refrigerator and see like, what are the options that I have that I could potentially throw into this thing, right? And that's how you ultimately made that happen. But the other thing to bear in mind is like, as you're sitting there and you're talking about this, dude, I'm getting hungry. That sounds delicious.
Oh yeah.
Right? And there's different things that have different flavor profiles. Like the pickled onions, they kind of stand out. There's nothing else that can replace that. It's highly unique and it adds a lot of great value. And also the textures, right? Like I love the idea of having the crunchiness in there so that like the quinoa by itself doesn't provide that, but some of these other things do.
We'll do crunchy chickpeas.
Yeah.
All the time to get some crunch, some texture in there.
Exactly. So, I mean, I think that's a beautiful thing. Like when I think about opportunities similar to that, I think about smoothies where you can just like pull out your Vitamix and just start dropping stuff in there. Like don't miss the seeds when you're making a smoothie. Chia, flax, hemp, basil seeds, they should all go in there.
Right.
Soups, like what's better than like a hearty minestrone, right? Where you could literally throw 12 or 15 different plants in there if you wanted to. And the cooking of it, because it's slow cooked, it's very easy for your body to digest that. And you're still getting tons of benefits from that. There's no loss of benefit there. So, and then like sauces, like we're a big fan in our house. We go to Costco and we get Rayo's tomato sauce.
Yep.
And I never thought that I would be someone enthusiastic about paying $8 to $10 a jar for sauce, but to me, it's worth it. And you set that up on the stove and then you just kind of figure out like, what do you want to throw in there, right? Tomato sauce by itself is nice. Tomato sauce that basically like you've thrown in 6 different plants, including garlic and onions, maybe some spinach, mushrooms, peppers. Like there's so many options of what you could put in that sauce, and it cooks it down. It makes it delicious. It adds flavor, right? The addition is to your benefit on so many levels.
Do you add that to pasta? Like how do you eat that
Absolutely.
sauce?
Yeah. So we'll do like in our house, we'll do an organic whole wheat pasta, but like Rayo's tomato sauce is so versatile. You could throw that over anything. You could throw it over your quinoa, your white rice, your sorghum. You could throw it, I mean, you probably could throw it over your steak if you wanted to, like whatever you want.
Yeah. Honestly, like that's one of my favorite sauces is like a tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
How can you get away from that?